Happy Thursday, you lovely lot. It is Thursday, the 22nd of June, and you are joining us for another fun-packed weekend as we head to Anglesey, North Wales, for another ever exciting round of the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Championship. Now, this is the glamour. We've had to do a slight detour because it is now 1:15. We've left Tracy at home running the shop. Good job, Traso. Because we've had to come to AB Motorsport to pick up Shamu. So Shamu is on the trailer. Why have we had to come and collect this, Luke?
So, we've been following along with some of the racing vlogs this year. You would have seen, obviously, Shamu we built this year, fresh build. We were strapped for time towards the end, and we didn't have a chance to put a proper engine in it, so we've been running a spare for the first chunk of the season, and we are down, well, we've been down on power. So, really quick through the corner, struggling through the straights. So we bit the bullet, and we said, Ali, can you build us a monster, please? So the wonderful Ali Bray at AB Motorsport.
Also put in by the lovely Bradley Cooper as well.
Oh, of course. How do?
How do?
This is the new engine, all of it fresh, brand new, been dynoed, so it's been running, should be ready to go tomorrow when we start testing.
And what are you hoping for?
If I can have the same straight line speed as the cars around me, we'll be happy. Anything more is a bonus, but I just want to be able to fight on equal footing.
We are hoping this is where the story changes.
Yeah, because so far we've kind of had to rely on if it gets wet, because that's a bit of a leveller. But it'd be nice to sort of go out in the dry and be like, nope, we can do some damage. So I'm very excited. I'm cautious because I've not driven it. I don't know, but Ali seems to think it's pretty special, so I'm really excited.
Car's on, 5 hours to North Wales.
That's after a 2-hour drive to get here as well.
Yeah, it's a big day. Car's on the back. Right, let's hit the road.
Let's rock.
It is 8:05. We are. Last time where we pitched was a little bit further away. Now we are right in the heart of the paddock. So big tent is up. Every time I put this tent up, it gets up a little bit easier. It has been a struggle. It is a bit of a learning process. I did think it would just be like pump it up and it would go. It's not like that. Sometimes it has felt like a bit of a full-on full body workout. However, our location is pretty much spot on. There's the Fun Cups are racing this weekend as well, and they're doing a late night into night race. I think it's a 12-hour race. We got 3 races this weekend. Clubman's are running, I think some Fast Fords are running, but to give you an example of how close we are in the paddock, I'm feeling a little bit weird about it as well, because this is like properly in the paddock. So this is where I am. Oi oi. That's where the race team are. The bus is here. I'm setting up the roof tent, and you know, this location is fantastic. This is definitely the most glorious place to race. You know, I'll show you later, but you know, I don't know if you can see, you got mountains over there, toilets, the glamour. What is good though, you got the water there. You've got lovely Tom Langford's just there. Everyone's pitching tents and around. So yeah, we are in the heart of things. So because we want a little bit of power when we're here, this is a Jackery. It's just basically like, you know, those chargers you get to use your phone, charge your phone up. It's just like a massive battery, so it's got normal plug points and it's got USB points as well. So I'm just getting the camp set up. So first things first, the Jackery is plugged in. We've got an airbed on the go, pumping him up. It is 9:30. I've called the girls, checked in, they're all good, and yeah, kind of getting there. I've not set up the tent for some pancakes in the morning. I've not set up the shower tent yet, but I'll do it in the morning because I want to go and hang out and see people. But this is our setup so far. So there we go. We have a bed there. We have a hospitality table, odds and sods, bits and pieces. Another bed there, and this is our roof tent. Oh, there's Luke over there. And then we've got the roof tent up there, which I'll show you later. And then tomorrow, plan is to set. I keep saying shed. To shed this the shower tent up here, so we've got something to get clean. Luke's doing a bit of work now.
Doing a bit of work now.
Nice, and gonna go and see a team. It's 10:30.
Hi.
How are we?
Hey, Beaver.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit eerie in here.
Hello.
How was your day?
Long. It was a long drive.
Yeah.
I had a nap in the car. I don't normally do that.
How are you feeling for the weekend? Because you fired up Shamu, your car now, haven't you?
Fired up Shamu, because we had to get her off the trailer and then parked her up, and then we sort of let it sit there for a while. And then Tim came in and was like, hey, I was just like, yeah. He's like, how are you excited about the new engine? I was like, yeah, do you want to see it? He was like, yeah, and I opened it up, and he was like, go and start it. And I started it, and I revved it. It does sound a bit different. It's like,
sounds great.
it sounds really good. Like, I pressed it and it was just like, it sounded just really beefy. Like it was just like, yeah, I've got power. So I said to Dad, worst case scenario, it's just going to sound really good all weekend, and that'll be that. But I've got a feeling it's going to have a bit more to it than just that. So
the format for tomorrow is?
So it's Friday testing, so 4 25-minute sessions for us, and sorry, my nose is a bit blocked. It might rain tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see what's like in the wet round day, because I've never done it in the wet. But I'm just really excited to see what the car feels like on the straights compared to everyone else now. Because
this is the 4th race meeting, so out of 8 meetings.
Yeah, so it's an 8 race meeting season, so each race weekend has 3 races. And this is our 4th one, so once this is done we will have done the halfway point of the season. We're currently in 5th in the championship, which is really good, especially considering we have been down on power. If we've got power now, we can fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm very excited.
Yes, right. You're going to have an early-ish night. It's 10:30. I'm going to go and catch up with the lads. But this is our cosy setup.
It's very good, isn't it?
It's good, isn't it?
But we forgot the projector screen.
Yes, I know. Friday, you lovely lot. It's coming up for 10:30. The weather's taken a bit of a turn for the worse. It was glorious when we turned up yesterday, but today it's a bit wet. Really good sleep in the tent box last night, and I think we're out testing in about 20 minutes. Here's the awning. Everyone's nice and chilled. I think because Anglesey is quite a big drive for a lot of people. Few people haven't made it up, so normally with the Mark 1 racing, our grids are about 45 on the track, but I think this weekend we got about 26. So yeah, Luke's really excited to try his new engine, as am I. So yeah, let's get out there. Morning.
Morning.
Ooh. How you feeling? First of all, how'd you sleep?
I slept really well.
I love sleeping in the tents.
Oh, I got very hay fevery though.
Yeah.
But I was kind of expecting that.
Right, today's test day.
Yeah.
4 test sessions. What are they? 25 minutes?
Yeah, 4 25-minute sessions. It's quite a long day because they're spread apart quite a lot. Our last one, our first one's at 10:24, and our last one's at like 6:05 when it starts. So no drinks until after like 7.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to drink much anyway.
Yeah. And how are you feeling about it? Because
I'm really excited.
you've had the car's setup at the moment is great,
Seems that way, yeah.
and you've never had like loads and loads of power.
I had loads of power once for 2 test sessions, and then I broke it.
Yeah.
And it was my fault that I broke it, and then like that was the start of last year, and never fully recovered from that because we rebuilt some of that engine, but it was never the same.
Yeah.
So theoretically, this should be my first, if it survives this test today, my first like proper, big boy engine. So I don't know. I'm just really excited.
Right, me too. Yeah. Get out and get
I will.
after it. Right, have fun. How's that?
Pretty quick.
Plenty of power?
Plenty of power, yeah. I'm overtaking people on the straights now.
That's mad. Yeah.
So I didn't really put any laps in that I was happy with because track conditions were weird and I was trying to get a feel for it. But it goes very well.
Nice.
Yeah.
The weather has taken a bit of a turn, but we're about to head out for the second test session of the day. How are you feeling?
Good, mate.
Excited?
Very excited.
Right, have fun. Second test session done. How was that?
It wasn't great, but that's okay. Yeah, I just wasn't driving very well. I don't feel hugely confident in the car through the corners. I was chatting with Tim, and it's like the rear end's really snappy, and it just feels like the surface at Anglesey is like different to everywhere else. It doesn't help that it's, you know, on and off with the drizzle at the moment as well. But yeah, I'm just not trusting the car into the corners. You know, the rear end always feels like it's going to break away. I'm turning in early for a few corners as well. So a combination of me not trusting the car and me not necessarily driving my best through the corners is kind of like, it's a bit annoying because I know I've got the power now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got the power, and all of a sudden I've forgotten how to drive.
You know what it is? What? Too much power.
Yeah, I'm going too fast now. No, but I was telling Ali, we looked at the footage and it kind of reaffirmed what I was thinking, which is I'm turning in too early and the car, I just don't trust it. So we've gone 2 turns up at the front, which basically means if this is the front of the car and this is the rear, the car's going to sit a bit more like that, which means the weight is going to sit over the rear of the car more, which means in a corner, whilst the weight's over the rear, it's less likely to break loose, and more pressure pushing it into the ground. So hopefully that will at the very least give me the trust in the car that it's going to stick, so I can turn later knowing it's not going to snap, and I can get on the power a bit better. So because the power, not a problem now, so it's about getting on it and getting it through the corners. So yeah.
Right, lunchtime.
Lunch.
It is coming up for 3:15. It's horrible. It's cold, it's wet. There's a tent up on that hill that has blown away, but we're still here. We're still getting ready to whiz around, and we're about to head out for test session number 3. I think it's going to make some changes and hopefully be a bit happier. Yeah, it's still very wet and you know, there's lots going on. However, we've not spoken since your last test session.
Have we not?
Talk me through it. How are you feeling?
But it was wet. It was awesome. Just really fast. I managed to find the wet line where a lot of other drivers didn't. So we just ended up having really strong pace. Yeah, car felt fantastic. We made a setup change before we went out, so we went 3 turns up, like we said. I had more rear end in the wet than I had in the dry earlier on, so hopefully if it does go dry tomorrow, that will have sorted the dry setup as well. But yeah, we know for sure now that if it's wet, like, we're looking like the ones to beat.
That's amazing. We got one more test session today.
One more test session at 6 o'clock.
Nice. 10:15. We have the team. Hello Phil. Hello Tilly. Danny. The fun cups are whizzing around. We've had a lovely evening in the restaurant here, sort of a cafe thing. Food was really good, lovely company, and yeah, we're supporting the fun cups this weekend. So they're doing some night testing, so they're going to be driving into the night. Luke is hanging out with the rest of the team in the awning, and we're just going to watch these cars whiz around for a bit. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Welcome to race day.
Thank you.
We're on a tight schedule. We had a nice windy old sleep. Yeah, it looks pretty good though.
Does it?
Yeah. Practice yesterday?
Yeah, dry running was hit and miss through the corners, but we have power on the straights. Then we did a massive setup change, and then we ran great in the wet. Looks like it's going to be a semi-dry, little bit greasy qualifying, so we'll see how that plays out. But I imagine all the fastest laps will be going in at the end of the session. So I just got to find someone fast, stick with them, and do well, and then we race at 4 this afternoon. So.
Nice. Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Nice. So what's the plan for quali?
Go out, find someone fast, follow them around, do as best I can. I don't really like it around here in the dry, but I'll just do the best I can and then sort of set myself up for the race. Right.
Well, it is 9:20 now. Luke's going to go and get the rest of his gear on because this is. Do you mind if I show your modesty? Yeah, it's a strong look.
My cheers is.
Right. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
I love you.
I love you.
So yeah, quali first thing this morning. Race later on today. I've got my lovely mum coming along with my lovely brother, so it's like a big old family event. So yeah, think my mum's been on a vlog before, my little brother has as well. I probably should stop calling him my little brother because he is a proper grown up. Anyway, I'm gonna go and watch him do his quali. Right, Luca's qualified in P11. I'm not sure what's gone on there, but he's not going to be happy with that, so we're going to have a chat.
Hold it, baby.
Well, there's a 1 in front of him. You got 2 1s. So P11, talk us through it.
So we've got our best engine we've ever had. We've slapped it in the car after having no power, and we went ahead and got our worst quali of the season.
Yeah. So talent just got up and left the building.
Yeah, I got power and it went to my head, and I just yeah, no good.
Right. So what is it set up?
I'd like to say it's all set up. I think I said before, I've never particularly liked Anglesey in the dry. I think every other track on the calendar I don't really have a weak circuit, but Anglesey in the dry, no good for me. I think the setup's not ideal. Like, we did a big change yesterday, which for the wet worked, but we never got to try it in the dry. If I had to complain, I'd say I've got a lot of understeer. Understeer combined with me not driving my best, just not great. So we are 11th. It's better than I thought, because I was going around thinking, I was thinking 16th or 17th, which is like not good at all. So we're still top half of the grid, but you know, I'm trying to fight for a championship.
Right, we will go out for a hack this afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully you're still going to get a tattoo, but the chances are looking less than ideal.
Oh, I haven't explained the tattoo thing.
Oh no, you've not explained the tattoo.
Go on.
Cheers, ears fans. So we got excited because we're getting a new engine. Well, we've got a new engine. Dad said if I get 3 podiums and at least one of them's a win, he's going to get an AB tattoo on his bum. And word has spread through the paddock.
I think I might be safe, unless it rains.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little rain dance.
Right. We'll crack on.
The thing. We are rapid in the wet. Yeah. Nowhere in the dry, and it was like that yesterday.
But it's wet tomorrow.
Yeah, so I've just got to make sure I don't fall any further back.
We've gone on a bit of a wander. So this is the whole paddock area down there, and the track runs over there. But it is clear enough of it, so you can see the sea there. This really is, you know, properly lovely spot. Just be nice if Luke could get his setup. He seems pretty okay. This is a difficult track for him. He's never really gelled with it, but it's just a shame yesterday because he was really quick in the wet and you know, kind of average in the dry. But you know, he's not beating himself up over it. I think he's going to go through some footage with Ali, and yeah, we're out racing at 4 o'clock. So yeah, it's due to rain tomorrow, so hopefully that should be good, and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, we're just having a wander around. Phil and Leon are up there, just having a bit of an explore. What's going on?
So yeah, setup definitely felt a bit weird. Have we spoken since quali?
A little bit, yeah.
Setup felt a bit weird, and I think there are changes that can be made. But like I said, there's probably like some stuff that I could do. This is a turn called Rocket. I'm great on the brakes into there. My line all over except for one corner is really good, but through Rocket I'm a little bit late on the power afterwards, and if I just pick up that throttle response a bit quicker, it could make a whole world of difference. And it's a small change that could make a big benefit. And then there's another corner after Peel, so it's a left-hander downhill off camber. I hate it, it's a horrible corner. And I'm just turning in, we think, a fraction too soon, and it really is like a foot, you know, a foot too soon to the left, and it's just like putting me out of whack for the next straight, so I'm losing a couple attempts there, and the car's a bit understeery here, there, and everywhere. So you know, we made a dramatic change yesterday, and I think it was in the right direction, but maybe a bit much. So we're going to take the front, turn it down by 1.5 turns, and I think the car could benefit from being a bit stiffer, so maybe a click or 2 all round, but I want to see what clicks the other guys are running first, and sort of do that accordingly.
And you had a chat with Mike? And
I had a chat with lovely Mike Comber from MCR, Mike Comber Racing, and he basically just said, yeah mate, look, it could be a bit more grippy on the front, but you're driving brilliant around most of the track. It's just these bits where you need to make a change here and there. But he said it's like, you know, yesterday with Ali, because he runs Ali in the Super Cup, and he said, yeah, he came in and it was a bag of, you know, he said the super understeer, it's really bad, but there was nothing we could do to change it. We tried it and we couldn't make it less understeery, so we just drove it knowing it would probably be 5 tenths off the best, but drove it as best we could. You know, when you're on track, you just got to focus on what you're doing, and then you can worry about setup once you're back in the awning, because you can't change it whilst you're out there. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a change here and there, and I'm just going to go into the race nice positive attitude of like, if I'm honest, 11th is better than I was expecting after how quali went, so you know, we'll move forward, and if it rains tomorrow, we should be right up there. You know, we'll go back to the weird setup. Yeah, right, well done, mate. Cheers, mate. It's 3:30. This has been too long to wait for a race. Everyone's got way too chilled out. Luke's just doing a little stroll down there to just have a quick chat with someone. The cars are all getting ready, drivers are getting in, and they're all going to head up for the first race of the weekend, which does feel weird because it feels like we've been here a long time and we've not done any racing yet, so let's get racing. So we are about to head up to the point and watch the race, but shout out to the scenery. So we've got all these lovely mountains, got some lovely company, got my lovely brother Sam, hello, lovely Leon. Hello. Who's excited? We are. We are!
in P11, finished in P9. So yeah, moving forward, still in the top 10, so I'm happy with that. Hopefully he is too. We're just getting ready for the Super Cup race, but Luke has been called up to the commentating box because he's going to commentate on the Mark III race with lovely Andy McEwen, so I might get a bit of audio of that if it comes out okay.
Here at Anglesey, as that temperature's gone up throughout the day, the grip levels inevitably drop away, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's I personally found after qualifying we made a change to the car to dial out some of the understeer, and then lo and behold, the next race the track had heated up to the point where the car felt exactly the same. Speaking to a couple of other drivers as well, Blackwell Chambers, who I spoke to before this race, who was also struggling with understeer, and it seems a few drivers are having to make some changes to account for the heat in the track, certainly in the later stages of the race.
It's 9:45. No, it's 9:15, told a lie. And we've had a lovely evening. We are still having a lovely evening. We've had some fish and chips, but we've not caught up with you after your race.
Hi.
How was it? Oh dear.
I was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, we went forward, finished 9th, but I still struggled for pace. Car was just chronic understeer, like it was really, really tricky. And also combined with the fact that I still wasn't driving my best. The last 3 or 4 laps, oh my god. I've just eaten fish and chips. The last 3 or 4 laps really did kind of feel like I figured it out, and I started actually putting in some good times, catching the cars in front a little bit more. So fingers crossed that's now in my brain and I have figured out how to drive the track. We're going to make another change, and I was speaking to Ali about what we should do. I suggested something and he approved of my decision making.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool. I felt like a hero. Thanks, Ali. So yeah, we still need to dial out some of that understeer because there is a lot.
This is a difficult. You find this track really difficult?
Yeah. Well, even Ali was saying we don't like it because the surface is so horrible, because you're by the sea and like I think it's the salt like in the sea air, like it just settles on the track, and basically you can come here, you know, one time and you've got terrible understeer, and then you come here again in like 8 months time and you've got chronic oversteer. So it's a weird one. It's really, really tricky. I don't like it. I love it in the wet. Yeah. I really do love it in the wet. In the dry, I'm not sold on it. Tim loves it. He's having a great weekend.
Yeah, and what a start.
Yeah, he's already made £1 off of Kev.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll catch up with Kev tomorrow.
Catch up with Kev tomorrow.
And you've done some commentating.
Yeah, I went up into the commentary box with Andy, and I co-commentated on the Mazda MX-5 Super Cup. It's a shame it wasn't streamed, so sadly you can't catch up on it, but just know it was magnificent. It was really fun. I was nervous. I did it mainly because Tim dared me to yesterday, and Andy was like, yeah, it'll be fine, so I went up and did it. Gave some insight. I was told I did actually provide some good insight. One thing I wasn't great at is I couldn't remember all the names and put them to the cars, so I would be like, that's a great move from the number 12 of Gary. But like when it wasn't that, yeah, I was I really enjoyed it, and felt I did an okay job for a first time.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Man.
It was awesome.
So yeah, no, that's been the day. So tomorrow looks like the first race is probably going to be dry, which isn't ideal, but hopefully I've kind of figured it out a bit now, and we've got the setup a little bit better. To dial out some of the understeer, and then the afternoon should be wet. That's where the fun's going to be had.
Yeah, I think you did great today, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Right, we're going on a walk. Having a lovely evening as well.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is great. We've taken a walk. This is up at the top part of the sort of the area that the circuit's on, and what a view. I think this is some sort of old military something. That looks like a bit of a turret there, and Danny looking all cool with his cigar on the go. Phil trying to get on the camera again. My brother just giggling at everything as per usual. We've got mountains in the background, we got the sea over there. What a lovely evening. Happy Sunday, you lovely lot. You join us for the most exciting championship or competition for the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Championship this year, and that's Mr. Dengate and Mr. Dorr.
Yeah, the Ashes series.
He done you yesterday, didn't he?
He done me big, and I think he's going to do me today. He's clearly a better driver at this track.
He's really good at this track.
He's really good, yeah.
Did you see his start?
We saw, yes, he made five places on the start, I think.
Yeah.
5 places, yeah. He just drove away from me all race.
I know.
Near him, and I think I think it's going to be a big swing, 6-point swing this weekend.
Yeah.
Back
Whoa.
to so narrow my lead, Luke. Yeah, narrow my lead to my lead to about 6 points. So yeah, it's going to be tough.
We're going to be following the action throughout the day.
The only good thing is that I think Luke's going to commentate on the race because he was so good at it yesterday.
He was good, wasn't he?
Really good. And I think that he should commentate on our race. I think on, mine and Tim's race, the Ashes series.
Well, yeah, I think I did a better job at commentary than I did in the race.
So yeah, I did a picture there.
Yeah. Hey, look, is it? We worked out maybe the driving thing. You're pretty good at it, but you're really good at the commentating.
Yeah, it's hit and miss, isn't
I
it?
think you should take that on. I do. I think it's the way forward.
He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, very good.
Right, good luck today.
Thanks, mate.
No worries, mate. Right, number one.
Right.
You've been through some footage.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Tim showed me how to drive fast.
Don't tell Kev.
Yeah, just a couple things I need to do differently. Setup was no good yesterday, very understeering. So I'm making a big change, and yeah, I was following a bit of Tim's lines. He said go wide everywhere, white line it, treat it like a wet line. And, don't brake for rocket. He said it's flat.
Right, so how are you feeling for this morning?
Okay, I'm just looking forward to going out. I do want to go further up the grid because I really don't like being down in ninth.
Yeah.
Feels sad.
Yeah.
But it should, hopefully, if the forecast stays the same, it's going to rain for race 2.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to do some damage.
Awesome, right, have fun.
Thanks, mate.
It is coming up for 20 past 9, so Luke's out at 10. So we're packing the camp down. I put the tent box away, so that's all good. We're just tidying up the tent a bit. The Jackery this weekend has been an absolute hero, hasn't he?
It has. Gone through a lot of charge.
Well, I haven't checked the charge, so this has been charging multiple phones, devices, lights, and we charged this up, so we haven't given it any more juice. So what have we got? 26% left. So that's looked after us for 3 days, really. You can get a solar panel for those. I am kind of tempted, but until we start running out of charge, and we do have the backup of being able to plug it into the car. I'm going to stop here because I've realised I've just gone into a segment of charging stuff with Keith, which isn't interesting.
Talk about Hoovers next.
Yeah, Hoovers are exciting though. Right, racing next. All the cars are getting ready to go out, and we've got a bit of a walk. Morning, brothers. Morning. Morning, Daryl. Morning, Tom. Morning, Tom. Morning, sexy Tom. Good luck out there, mate. So they're heading out on their out lap. There he goes. was a very exciting race. I've got my mum with me. Hello, Mum.
Hello, darling. Oh, thank you.
What do you think of your grandson?
Brilliant.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
I wouldn't like to be out there, I tell you.
No, and I've got my Uncle John with me. Hello, Uncle John. Hello. You alright? Yeah. Nice weekend?
Good weekend.
Good weekend. Luke got P10. It was a great race. He won't be happy with that, but it was a really good race. And yeah, he is struggling with his setup on this circuit. So we're going to see how he feels about that. That looked fun.
It was fun actually, and like I've come out of that race, unlike the first race where I was just like a bit like, oh, someone's come over here with a package. They want footage. What's going on? Someone in trouble?
Don't know. Mail drop. So you got P10.
Yeah, P10. So I finished worse than in the first race, but I had no brakes. Like lap 1 was fine, and then I came into the first braking point for turn 2 on the second lap, and the pedal just went to the floor, and it was like I had padlock. So I was like, oh God, I didn't, you know, knock the brakes. So the next straight, I'm just like tapping it, and I come up to rock it, and I can feel there's still no pressure. And I was just like, this might not stop. So I braked quite early because there's like 6 or 7 cars like, all in a group. And I was like, I don't want to fire into someone. Also, I've got a new engine. I don't want to front shit, like,
yeah,
you know. So I still kind of had brakes, but the pedal was so long and so deep, and it wasn't braking as it should. Really weird. So managed to get home 10th, but that's alright, Chris. But setup change was really good.
Yeah.
And I drove way better.
Yeah, it looked good.
I think it was one of those ones. If we had brakes, I really think we've actually figured out this place in the dry now. So we could have been.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely top 5, 100%. But
no brakes.
no brakes. I had the legs on a few people, even with no brakes, but I couldn't make any moves to get there. And you know, I reckon if I had the brake pressure and had the pedal, like it really would have been a good race. So
awesome. That's good to know that that was the issue.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry about that. Had to change the battery.
That's
right.
All right. Where were we?
Yeah, you felt like you're driving good. Brakes, but no brakes.
Here comes Daddy brake.
Ah.
Oh. And yeah, so no, I don't think I could have got much more out of it, which is like nice because the first race I knew I was letting myself down a bit. So yeah, get the brakes sorted and see what happens.
Awesome. Don't want to jinx anything, but the our prayers have been answered. It is peeing it down, so this is the weather we wanted. You know, the bonjour, it's raining. Tim, I had a good chat with your championship rival, Mr. Kevin Dengate, earlier.
He's whipped.
He's whipped this weekend, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got no chance.
None.
You're having a good weekend, mate.
Right.
Yeah.
Starts are awesome.
Starts are awesome. What have you changed with your starts? What's the
Nothing,
secret?
Just got it right.
Just got it right. So Kev's got no chance this weekend, has he?
0.
Right, you've done him on the first 2 races.
And
so,
will do on the last.
So how does that affect the standings with...
I think he's still up, but
he's still up.
Halfway through the season.
I haven't noticed he's over there. He's skulking in the corner. He was lurking around your car earlier.
Yeah.
So he's still up over the season, but this is like the comeback story, isn't it?
This evens out Croc.
And you got a new engine going in for the next round.
Yes.
He's at it, mate.
Yep.
He's at it. Good luck for the next race. I organised this for you.
Thank you for doing your little rain dance.
How are you feeling?
Really pumped.
Really pumped. Right. What are you changing? The setup that you had in wet testing?
I'm thinking maybe come down, a turn on the rear, go up, a turn on the front, and soften it all round.
Is that what you had on Friday testing?
Near enough, yeah.
Yeah. Tyres?
Wet.
Wet. Right.
Have you filmed what it
I
looks like?
have. Yeah. It is wet. Yeah. Hey.
It's Daryl.
Right, heading up for the last race of the weekend. Have you had a nice weekend?
Had a great weekend.
You haven't been for a while, have you?
No, I haven't been. Actually, I haven't been since Silverstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a while. But Anglesey's cool.
What do you think?
Great, lovely setting.
Yeah.
Weather's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Shame it didn't stay wet for Luke.
Yeah. The track has dried up a bit. The very dramatic landscape of Anglesey. We've got the clouds rolling in over the mountains, over the Irish Sea. We've been lazy, we've driven the van up, we've packed up, and yeah, it has dried up a bit, so I won't bore you with all of the technical stuff. But Luke has got the car, had full wet setup, so he's changed all the way the car rides and had full wet tyres on. He's now kept that setup but changed to shaved tyres, so slightly less for slightly less wet conditions. So we'll see how he gets on, but he's feeling confident, and in the last race he didn't have any brakes, so hopefully this will be a bit better. P4, no podium this time, but what a drive, so proud. Look how happy my mum is. How's the race?
Yeah, lots of fun.
P4?
P4,
High five.
yeah, 10th to 4th. I reckon if it was like properly wet, unfortunately, it was like greasy at the start and almost dry towards the end. But luckily we made the most of the greasy stuff and fought our way through. Yeah, I think if it was wet, I think we could have taken home a hat there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really happy with 4th, especially because yeah, race 1, like I said, I wasn't, you know, I didn't feel like I was driving my best, and also setup wasn't great. Race 2 setup was great and I was driving really well, but we had no brakes. The setup 3, the car was working fine, and it just sort of showed that, yeah, we can go from 10th to 4th. I don't think I would have got 3rd. I had a really big battle with Jason and we lost touch with the front 3. I think the pace they had, I think I was just, especially on the last 2 laps, as the track really started to dry up, I don't think I would have had an answer for him. So even if I was, if I'd dispatched Jason quicker and got up there, I still think I would have held on to 4th. So yeah, all things considered, I had a really good race, lots of fun. Fought my way up, finished 4th, and yeah, no, I'm really pleased. And Snetterton, we're going to get some hats again. I keep saying that every round. We're going to get hats next time.
Have we explained what getting hats are?
Yeah, when you get on the podium, top 3, you get a trophy and a hat. We only want the hats.
Yeah, we only want that.
I don't want a bit of metal.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So as we know, this is a very competitive championship, but the one battle that everybody is interested in is between Tim and Kev. Well, congratulations to both drivers, because they both finished in the top 10. But it looks like Kev might have beaten Tim. No one ever saw that coming to this weekend.
No, who'd have saw that? 19th start, 8th finish, smashed him, beat him in fast lap, only 2 points down this weekend, still 10 point lead.
What a mate.
What a turnaround, eh?
What a drive. How was that?
I'm delighted.
Top 10 finish.
Top 10 finish.
Where did you finish?
8th.
Mate, that is mega.
8th. Shall I repeat that? 8th.
That's mega.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I made up for you, mate. What?
I'm delighted.
Well, off camera, like, Luke had a little chat with you before. Did any of that work?
I think that's probably what it was. It's got to be. I think Luke helped me through this. I had him in my sights, so I thought it'd be a bit unfair to go past him.
Yeah.
So I let him carry on with this 4th. Otherwise, you know, a couple more laps, I reckon I've been on the podium.
So you got P8. Where did Tim come in?
Oh, does it matter? No one really cares.
I care. I love Tim.
Behind me.
Behind you. How many behind you? 1 or 2?
Oh, there's a few places. He was 10th.
He's going to be made up with that.
He was very. I'm very happy. I tell you what, absolutely over the moon with that.
Yeah, you should be. That's a tough track, and you. Yeah. 17th to 8th.
No. Let me repeat. 19th. 19th to 8th.
Mate, that's the hard charger award.
I'm really pleased.
I know.
Mate. Absolutely over the moon.
Right, treat yourself by slipping into a comfy pair of Skechers.
Oh, I know.
You got to sort those shoes out, mate.
Oh, I know. I'm an old man.
They are old men shoes.
I know they are. But I'm an old man.
Right. See you next time.
I look forward to it, mate.
Top 10 Tim.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
At last.
Come here, mate. Oh, I'm made up for you. That's like one of the many things I love about you is just like you're just dream. I just want to be in the top 10. I just want to be in the top 10. You're top 10 Tim, but you were 2 behind Kev.
He did do it. He beat me fair and square.
How was it?
It was good fun.
Was it?
Awesome fun.
You had a great weekend.
I had a nice weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Don't need an engine. I'll have a better weekend.
And then you can take Kev.
I'll take, yep, and more of that.
The fairy tale continues.
Indeed.
All packing up. Good weekend, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good Sunday.
Yeah, a good Sunday.
Good Sunday. We'll forget about Saturday.
We'll forget about Saturday.
Oh no, do you know what? Memories were had off track on Saturday. We went on a nice walk.
Yeah.
The vibes were really
You
good.
did some commentating.
I did some commentating and yeah, but yeah, I honestly think if we didn't have the brake issue in race 2, we would have probably snatched like a top 5 there. Yeah. And that would have put us in good stead for race 3. Who knows what would have happened? But to come through from 10th to 4th in that last race, and there's some decent drivers that I had to get by. I'm really happy with that. So we salvaged a bit at the end, and we now go out in Snet next, and I really like Snet.
It's going to be mega. So. And we had some lovely people along with us.
We did.
We did. So follow me around the car, Luke. None of this would be possible without our lovely sponsors, and we've had some of our lovely sponsors with us for the weekend. We have had Danny and Tilly from Designer Fireplaces. They are so funny.
They're super funny.
They're super funny.
We had a really fun evening last night just learning French with Tilly.
It was amazing, and we had Mark and Sarah with us from Mark's Driver Training. So if you are interested in learning to drive an automatic car in the Wolverhampton area.
Is it Wolverhampton?
It is, yeah.
You sure?
I've got it right. Mark is your man. Right, and we're also supporting Racing Pride. Luke, tell us about Racing Pride.
So Racing Pride is basically a charity organisation. It's a platform for LGBTQ plus members within motorsports, within the industry, to sort of, you know, push representation and just sort of, you know, get the word out there that we're here and having a nice time. It's Pride Month as well, so shout out to Racing Pride. I am a community champion for them. Probably like the most valuable person.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. I'm just brilliant. Let's hope Sarah Moore's not watching.
And we got Precision Rehab. Lovely Matt has been supporting us for a long time and is the nicest guy, and might be doing a bit of racing himself at some point.
Yes.
We have got
Tiato's on the other side.
Tiato's on this side. We've got Vanessa Gilleran from 3PL Electronics. So go and check her out if you need any electronical bits. If you want to know anything about what Vanessa does, let me know. So I think it's like semiconductor. I'm making stuff up.
That'll be it.
Right, Brett at Yachtmayer. If you have got a flash boat and you want a smaller flash boat to take you to your flash boat, Brett is your man. Speaking of boat stuff, lovely Mark Pullinger from Specialist Small Craft. If you need any boat parts and spares, he is your guy. Tell him Cheers Ears sent us. We have got Siam Smile, and that's a fantastic Thai supermarket and restaurant in our hometown of Amesbury.
Yeah, if you're over in Amesbury and you want some fantastic Thai food, go to the Siam Smile, and also there is a
QR code.
Yeah, there's a QR code. Is that focused?
That's focused.
Go there, it'll give you all of your bubble tea and Asian cuisine needs.
We love it there.
We love it there.
Comedy Kerfuffle, the lovely Andrew White, one of our favourite people, and is making massive waves on the comedy scene at the moment. Q-Tech, our lovely friends at Q-Tech. If you need any electrical testing equipment, if you're a pat tester or electrician, head over to Q-Tech and show them some love, buy some bits from them. Our lovely boys at Tiato have really hooked us up. We might need another Tiato, Luke. You've been
Oh, we have it in the van.
Okay, so Tiato are a local printing company in Wiltshire, and they've really hooked us up by giving us a massive discount on all the printing. And we have got Armitage and Wilson, British made furniture. Go and show them some love as well. And my lovely brother, he was with us all weekend as well. Super Lung is his new musical project as well. So whether or not you choose to support, you know, what we're doing or whatever, if you have got a friend or a family relative that has got a side hustle or a small business or anything, go and give them a like or a follow on any of the social medias that they're on, because it makes a massive difference. Even if you don't want anything from their company or what they're offering, having that like builds their presence. I'm sure it does some sort of thing with an algorithm, but it makes a massive difference. So thank you so much for following us along on this weekend. Stay safe, be kind, look after one another. Cheers.